All right, he's a contributing editor to Vanity Fair, and his new book is No One Left to Lie To, The Triangulations of William Jefferson Clinton. I'm guessing not a fan of the president. Christopher Hitchens right over here. Hey, it's been too long.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you for coming back. The band is Better Than Ezra, and the new CD is How Does Your Garden Grow? And he is Kevin Griffin. Kevin. Hey, thanks for coming by.
So much.
And she's a fabulous dancer, actress, author, and cultural icon. Her new book is Get Skinny on Fabulous Food. Suzanne Summers. There you are, Skinny. How are you?
Hi.
Thank you very much.
Hello, how are you?
Okay.
Hi.
Okay, well, here's your book, Christopher. No One Left to Lie To, the Bill Clinton story. And as I say, I guess you're not a fan, and we'll get into that. But here's what I want to ask. Today, he sort of made a deal just before we went on the air. It was on the news. Looks like he got Russia on board. Our Congress has not been supportive of his foreign policy. But last year, when Clinton was going through his ordeal, leaders from all around the world made the point of coming here to stand by him and say, you know what? You people in America are crazy. I mean, Nelson Mandela did this. Václav Havel of Czechoslovakia, Nobel Prize winner. Tony Blair. King Hussein of Jordan got off his deathbed to stand next to Clinton and say, you know what, I've known 9 U.S. presidents from Eisenhower, and this guy is the best one. He is the real deal. So my question is, what do you know that they don't?
Well, ask me on my deathbed. I think I'd have to be that far gone to make the mistake you just made. Mr. Clinton had 2 cabinet meetings last year, count them, 2. One to lie to his cabinet in January, one in August to say, sorry guys, I'm going to have to tell some of the truth now. He had no press conferences unless he was forced to by the visits of Nelson Mandela, Václav Havel, Tony Blair, and King Hussein, any one of whom is worth
So that's your answer?
25, yeah, any one of whom.
He didn't have enough press conferences?
Any one of whom is worth 25 of him. None on his own. No, he had to
Nelson
embarrass...
Mandela's crazy. Václav Havel's crazy.
No, he had to embarrass his guests in order to appear. He wouldn't take questions on his own. He wouldn't say, I know you want to ask Mr. Mandela something. You might have some questions for me.
Yeah, but give the guy a break. I mean,
he used Nelson Mandela as a human shield. What could be more disgraceful than that?
Our country is in great shape financially. That's a big deal for all of us. People are enjoying being able to afford
They can buy
food.
the Buttmaster.
They can buy the Buttmaster. Everyone can have one.
There's a torso track, too.
You had to bring that up. And Paula Jones is 800 grand better off. Which is
she can be Buttmaster.
No, wait a minute, listen. The guy is... The guy's a complete reptile. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, but you know, we speak from a place of compassion, all right? The female here... Bill Clinton, as we all know, is a child of an alcoholic. And as you know, and a few of you know, I've written several books about what it's like to grow up with an alcoholic. The first thing that you ever read about a child of an alcoholic who lived in this environment is a child of an alcoholic will lie just as easily as tell the truth, because what you live with is so humiliating and so embarrassing. And I don't know if anybody in this room has ever watched their mother be hit, but you feel so powerless, so that you either become a victim and just shrivel up, or you become one of these kids that's going to show that son of a bitch that you're not the worthless piece of whatever that he keeps telling you you are. And so I put Bill Clinton in that category, and he went all the way to prove so much that he was President of the United States. But when he got there, because of all the low self-esteem that comes from being a child of an alcoholic, he didn't feel he's worth it. So he had to screw it up.
So it's all about...
It's compassionate. Understanding behavior.
If it's compassionate because you're saying, it's very compassionate, you're saying his problems should be ours. Now, I'm saying he should certainly seek some kind of treatment. But do you think
he's not the first president of the United States to have those problems?
It seems to me, no, but he's the current one.
Yeah,
he's the one we've got now, and it seems to me that president.
You don't even sound like you're American.
Seems to me.
I don't think that Clinton is any different than
Since you asked me, I'm going to finish this sentence if it kills me. Okay.
Tough
it seems to me that presidential therapy isn't working for him. We can feel sorry for him. I'd feel sorry for him if he'd become a private citizen.
Working.
He's trying to use the presidency for therapy, and it's not working for anyone. Ask the people in Kosovo.
Has anyone
who are being
ever been...
Speaking of therapy, see, I don't think
who are being
Clinton...
killed to save his face.
Okay.
I don't think Clinton
People
is
are
any
dying
different.
to save this guy's face. It's not funny.
All right, okay.
Okay, now I want to...
What a face to die
Can I
for.
finish my sentence now?
Yeah, what do you
I don't think this president is any different than any other past presidents. There's a new climate with the press and partisan politics attacking the president who used to be. But I think, on the other hand, speaking of therapy, which I wanted to ask you, is what is it, you have such vitriol for popular icons, whether it's Mother Teresa or Princess Di, and now William
like
Jefferson
Mother
Clinton.
Teresa?
And I want to know
Who does?
what is it that you find this profound disdain you have for these people who...
That kind of does put some perspective on it. You don't like Clinton, you don't like Mother Teresa.
You don't like Princess Di.
Princess Di, yeah.
I mean, you know, she died with a bucket. That was her only possession. How can you
Yeah,
not
but
like
where'd
her?
she get that bucket?
Yeah, exactly.
No, I have no. You didn't do the audit. You didn't do the audit. But since you asked, I quite like Mr. Mandela and Mr. Harville, both of whom I've met as a journalist also. I have some kind things to say for some people. Mr. Clinton, you say it's the same. Mr. Clinton is a rapist, okay? Been plausibly accused.
Rapist?
Yes. Plausibly, believably accused 3 times of rape.
Oh, so
you can't
accusations
say-
equal reality in your journalistic world. That's the problem with journalism, which is more screwed up than politics, my friend. You know, wait a sec. No.
Your people will clap bloody anything, won't they?
They will, but you know what? It's so wrong just to say...
I operate on the presumption of guilt, and so do you. I can't convict anybody, but I'm not going to say Juanita Broderick is a liar, because everything she says checks out, and President Clinton hasn't denied it yet. He won't comment on the accusations. It's not his word against hers.
Don't you
and if
think...
it was, it would be the word of a psychopathic liar.
So in other words, if
against a
somebody
truthful woman.
accuses you of something and you don't
that's not
dignify
what
it
I
with a
said.
comment, you're guilty of it.
Okay,
that's
clap
an
that,
interesting
clap
judicial
that, if you
system
like.
that we don't have here in America, I have to tell you.
I'm not a judge, I'm not even a jury.
Oh, but you are a judge. You just said he's a rapist.
Take that look off your face. No, I have an opinion, and I'll defend it.
But you know, going back to this feminine thing
no,
here,
you can have that mirror turn towards you as
people who
well.
have pain have
think
ways
so.
of taking
I don't
pain
think
away.
If I was accused of rape,
Alcohol,
I'd deny
drugs,
it.
sex. So
it wasn't true.
Well,
this is,
no, you're not accused of rape. You've certainly been accused of many things
I'll
in the
try
past several months.
I'll try another one. Yesterday it was agreed by the Treasury Department and the Defense Department that the factory in Sudan that makes all the medicines
I
in
can't
Sudan...
get into Sudan. I have to take a commercial. We'll get into Sudan when we come back. I'm sorry.
Tomorrow, when our guests will be Vonda Shepard, Kennedy, Paul Kantner, and Tom Fitton.
Okay, we're talking about the president, and I remember at the beginning of the scandal, the press all said, you know, he's not going to be able to function. And he not only, of course, functioned, but prevailed. They all quit. He's still there. He did the job. The economy's good, like you said.
And I think that's precisely the thing that drives you crazy.
The Bush economy
What drives him
and the
crazy?
Federal Reserve economy.
The fact that he excels despite all the things that are
Excels,
thrown.
no. The comeback kid stuff is the Hannibal Lecter sign about him. He doesn't hurt. He doesn't suffer from humiliation, from disgrace, from ruining the life of his
I think
wife,
it's
his
naive
daughter.
to
It doesn't
say
hurt him.
Yeah, but
Look, it is a
I like
democracy.
that.
It is a
You should worry about- you should
democracy here,
worry
and
about the
his
comeback
rating is
stuff.
something like, what, 60%?
It's the sign of a psycho.
I
It's
like
a sign
that
of a
in it.
psycho to be
Psycho.
strong.
No,
We're
strong
so...
about what?
What do you want, a president?
Strong about
who
what?
leads-
He's a pussycat in relation to Milosevic. He's a pussycat in relation to Hussein. He's a pussycat to the opinion polls, to Wall Street, to the Federal Reserve. He rolls over and plays dead. There's nothing strong about him
He's
at
a
all. It's
pussycat
nothingness.
to Milosevic?
It's nothingness. Now it lasts. Now some genuine, thoughtful applause. That's
No,
what-
those are people like you who
It's
hate him
nothingness.
from the
It's
get-go,
nothingness.
and it doesn't matter what the facts are,
It's
because the
nothingness.
hate comes
No, the
first,
fact- okay.
and then you
I
fit
was
the
trying to give you
facts
some
into the
facts.
hate.
I was trying to give you some facts, and you called a break.
They're not...
Shut up.
But I was going to ask, wait a second. Let me,
I was giving you some facts, you called
Okay,
a break.
I know,
on
but
me.
I don't want to get into the Sudan.
Sudan, I can do it in one sentence.
Okay.
It's been admitted this week in open court in Washington by the Treasury and the Defense Departments that every claim they made and the President made about the only pharmaceutical factory in a poor country, Sudan, that Clinton blew up on the day Mr. Lewinsky went back to the grand jury, Every claim they made is false. They've apologized. They're going to have to pay compensation. Live with it. Live with it. He's not just a rapist. He's a war criminal.
He's not a rapist.
He's not a rapist,
I take exception to you and the rest of you people.
Did you mention the price of my
in the
book?
Washington Press Forum, no respect for the president or the office that it holds. And I think that's a reason for some of the problems with what's going on with the presidency and partisan politics. There's no respect for the office.
And you know what? He had the wrong address. He had the wrong address, and nobody likes him there because it's a good old boys club, and they like when you come from political families. It's just much easier to understand. But he came from Arkansas, and I've never seen such a witch hunt. Have you?
I've never seen it. Yeah, and I was going to ask, is it this being from this alcoholic family?
His wife said they hate us because we're from Arkansas. She's from Lake Forest, Illinois.
But we're talking about him.
She's from a ritzy family in Illinois. It's Hillary who said, only she has ever said, they hate us because we're from Arkansas. And she's not from there.
Yeah, but she spent the better part of her life there. She was the first lady of Arkansas.
They can't even be phony in the right way. But everything about them is false.
Don't you think before you call someone a rapist, whether they're a citizen or the president, you should know it for sure? You should have that as a...
I've written a long article about why she's right.
Were you there?
But you weren't there. It was 20 years ago.
How do you know I wasn't there? Are you asking me or telling me?
I'm asking you. Were you there?
Well, you weren't there.
So apparently where you're from, which is Arkansas, you don't believe by trial by jury.
You were watching.
Look, is it don't ask? Is it? I just have to. Is this don't ask or is it don't tell? Because you're not letting me decide.
But you weren't there, and you don't know. So
that means we have total neutrality about it.
But we have to believe
you have no opinion.
To level that.
How can you, as a journalist, in the basis being integrity, which has been in question.
This is how I can do it.
Lately.
Yes.
This is how I.
If you want to start rhyming Hitchens with things.
Go ahead.
Now,
you should do it while I'm here.
I don't know how you can question.
Do it while I'm here, or don't do it at all. Wait. Say that to my face, or don't say it at all.
What I'm saying is,
say it to my face, or don't say it.
Let me finish, because I will.
No.
I will.
I know what you're saying.
In the most recent, the May edition of Vanity Fair.
Would you let him talk?
Yes, he's trying to make an insinuation.
Say it, but he's trying.
That too.
He's trying, and he would do it if you'd shut the hell up.
He wants.
Say it. Suzanne, would you put something over his mouth?
That you don't give. You like to show that you don't give a damn about what people think when you dedicate your entire column this month to trying to tit for tat and against the people, your detractors, the people who are saying that you breached this code of ethics, the lunchroom, and all the stuff in the Sidney Blumenthal thing. And you said that no one has accused you of being a snitch, which would mean you acted out of malice or self-promotion. No one has accused you of that. Well, I'm here right now, and that's what I'm accusing you of.
Are you licking my hand?
I have to take it from my... All right, turning to something lighter, and I use the term loosely because we're going to talk about the fat pill now. Do you know about this? The FDA just approved a new pill called Xenocol, which, unlike the other ones, which I guess blocks the desire for food, this actually prevents the food, the fat, from absorbing into your body.
Yeah, and there's another nasty little side effect, which is loose stool syndrome.
I don't want to eat
Yes,
Yeah.
I'd rather have him call him a rapist than hear loose stool.
The article...
He seems like he would know about that.
Yeah, well, you're good. That's another good one.
Give him a chance.
The article came out last week about Xenocol, and there was this thing that said symptoms: gas and oily stool.
Okay.
I'm currently on tour with our band, and that was the buzzword. To get on the bus, you'd have to knock and say password, and you gas.
Okay.
Yeah, well, but finally he's found a voice.
But you know, there's no free lunch. There's no pill. I mean, what kind of pill is it that would what does it do? Block the fat?
Well, it prevents the body from absorbing any sort of fat.
What kind of pill is that?
Well, I'm asking you because you've spent your life hawking contraptions to make your butt firm, so...
And have you been using yours?
I had it, which I think is an amazing device, the tummy.
The torso track.
Which
Thank you.
The torso track.
God, I'm getting a plug.
Can't you see
you look
every
good.
heart surgeon
You look good using it. Look at that
America
position
going,
she's
hey.
in. If you could be in this position on the tummy track, I tell you, you wouldn't get a lot of exercise done. But anyway...
But, yeah, good thing I'm not a shepherd.
If you could take a pill, and apparently they have one now, which, I mean, it actually says on the bottle, take with fries. You can, because that's what you can do. You can eat anything.
That's so sick, though. I mean, because, well, I do, because, you know, it's about metabolic aging. It's about feeding your body with the right nutrients so that you can live a long, healthy life. So they're giving them a pill that will allow them to eat all the wrong foods. What's that going to do to their health? I just don't think there's any free lunch. On the other hand, my book, Get Skinny on Fabulous Food.
But I mean, come on, is this not also a little bit fallacious? Get skinny on fabulous food? You can't get skinny. Fallacious.
Yes. No, I'm not. And I agree.
Yeah. But come on, can you get skinny on fabulous food?
Yes. Have bacon and eggs for breakfast and steak for dinner.
But you have to be exercising on a regular basis.
No, really, if you understand that fats aren't the enemy, it's sugar. I eat no sugar. I eat no sugar, but I eat butter and cheese and olive oil.
Everybody has a different theory.
I know, but mine works.
And they change what they...
I know, but honest to God, mine works, really.
But don't you think...
There are like a million people doing it.
Don't you think different things work for different people? Some people it's sugar, some people it's fat, some people... Because one day they say, you know, pasta, it's great for you. That's what... Then next
I know, but you know...
Where the New York Times had the thing saying, finally, it's been proved that red wine is much better for your heart than anything else. And then, and also the bit I really liked, the decaffeinated beans really do give you cancer of the pancreas.
Well, there's
a Woody Allen movie about that, isn't it, in Sleeper? Woody Allen discovers that one day
and red meat is good for you.
He's been born late enough to find that smoking cheers you up and increases short-term concentration and all that other good stuff.
The decaffeinated beans?
The decaffeinated beans will really rot your pancreas.
You're doomed.
Well, no, but it's not the steam. It's not the steam decaffeinated. That's only the chemically decaffeinated. Only the chemically decaffeinated. The steam kind of are you get a teeny bit of caffeine.
I used to say this.
Caffeine blocks your sex organs, though. Your sex hormones, not your organs. Excuse me. Your sex hormones.
I'm just going to have water. We'll take a commercial. We'll be back. I'm not going to eat.
Like free tickets to Politically Incorrect, call 323-575-4321.
Okay, Christopher, your book, No One Left to Lie To. I must say you're a handful, but I'll tell you what I said in the break publicly. You are one of the few writers like P.J. O'Rourke and Maureen Dowd who, when I get the publication you're in, I rush right to what you write because you are compelling, and I hope there's no hard feelings.
Yes, there are.
Yes, there are. Okay. Well,
this was tense here. Yeah, I was getting a little nervous. I was going to come over and sit next to you.
Just because someone gets away with everything doesn't mean they're not a rapist, a war criminal, a liar, and a crook.
Okay. Tomorrow we're going to have Vonda Shepard, Kennedy, Paul Kantner, and Tom Fitton. Good night.